Put a finger down if you go and meet your friend for dinner one night and you get there before her. So you walk up and tell the hostess that there's gonna be two of you and you give her your last name. Then you go and sit down, and while you're waiting for your table, this random girl walks up to you and is like, hey, I heard you say your last name. Do you know blank? And you're like, yeah, that's my dad. And she's like, that's my dad. And you look at her like she's the craziest person you've ever seen in your life. So she pulls out her phone and in fact shows you pictures of your dad at every holiday, graduation, family function that has ever happened in her life. And that was the day you found out that your dad had a secret family. And then you had to be the one to break the news to your mom.
So my boyfriend just texted me saying that he has something important to tell me and he needs to talk to me. So me being the anxious girl I am, I asked my best friend to come with me. So she's gonna sit in the trunk while I talk to him.
Your family barbecue?
Yeah.
When I went to go help your mom fix the AC in her car, it only took 5 minutes.
You were gone in 5 minutes.
I fucked your mom.
Fuck my mom, bro.
Right now, I'm sitting outside of a customer's house that we just did a ton of tree work for last week. Customer calls me today and says, hey Mike, just wanted to let you know I don't appreciate you guys hitting my car and not telling me about it. I'm sorry, sir, but I was personally on the job. I'm the one that climbed the tree, and I know for a fact I did not hit your car. Customer says, yeah, you did. Look at the dent in the side of my car. So I walk over and I look at the car. Damn sure enough, there's a dent. So I say, okay, give me about 5 minutes, I'll get right back with you. Jump in my truck and I go to my computer. I go to Google Earth. I go to his address. There's his car. You can see that the trees are still on the property that I removed. Here's the property, trees are gone, car's there. You literally can't trust anybody these days.
So I had a client hire me to go sit at a bar and watch her boyfriend and make sure that he wasn't hitting on any girls while he was there, because he's visiting from out of state. I watched for a while, and they, a bunch of dudes watching football and high-fiving and, buying each other shots and having a great time. And I'm like, he's not doing anything wrong. He's just hanging out with a bunch of guys. After a while, more alcohol was flowing. I realized he was very friendly with some of the guys. Massaging shoulders and putting arms around each other. And then he ended up leaving with a man. Awkward phone call to the client.
Alright, y'all. Story time. So, alright, boom. I went to go get my nails done. Originally, I had a ombre full set, so I needed an ombre fill-in, but I have 4 broken nails. You gotta keep up because I only got 60 seconds. I have 4 broken nails. Each nail broke is $5 extra. The standard price for the fill-in ombre is $50. $50 plus the 20 gives me 70. Then I got my eyebrows waxed, so that's an extra 10. So that gives me 80. Okay. Now we're doing my nails. I chose 2 colors. I wanted to do a glitter and another ombre color, obviously. Okay, cool. So she suggested a 3rd color, and my head not thinking nothing of it. I'm like, yeah, it'll look cute. Let's do it. Boom. So we get finished with everything, whatever. We at the end, and it's time for me to... She's like, okay, honey, 105. I was like, excuse me? Yeah, your total is 105. Why? Then she proceeds to break down that 3 colors is $35 extra. I'm like, you never told me that. I'm not paying 105. I don't...
So my daughter just came up to me all upset. I'm like, well, what's going on? She said, I have a crush on Dylan next door. Yeah. Well, Dad says I can't have a crush on Dylan. Why not? Well, he told me not to tell you, but apparently he's Dylan's real dad. So that makes him my brother. So I can't have a crush on him. Well, don't tell your daddy. But he ain't your real dad. So you can date Dylan. That's fine.
Y'all, this is just my luck. So I've been texting this boy for the longest, but we have not hung out. And he told me he was going to come visit me at my work with like some of his homeboys or whatever. And tell me why today I went to my work with one of my guy friends and we went out to eat and like hung out today, and it definitely looks like we were on a date, but we definitely weren't. It was on some friendly shit. And I see the boy that I've been fucking texting and talking to there, and I go up and I'm like, you're not gonna give me a hug? Like, we haven't met, like, this is our first time meeting, like, all this stuff. He was like, no, bruh, you're here on a date with your mans, like, back up, no. And then I went to go try to talk to him at his table. I left my fucking table, went and tried to talk to him at his table, and he was not having me. And they were all clowning me, him and his friend group. So honestly, at this point, y'all, fuck the world. Fuck y'all. I don't want to talk to nobody.
Okay, put a finger down if today you needed to go to the gas station. So you walked out of your front door and you said hi to your next door neighbor. And he was looking at you really weird, and you were like, what the heck, why aren't you saying hi back? So then you just forgot about it, got in your car and got to the gas station, and then you got out of the car and you were like, it's really hot outside, but why do my legs feel so cold? And then you look down and you realize that you didn't have pants on and that you were in a thong at the gas station and forgot to leave the house without pants.
Times I got outsmarted by my high school students. One time a kid asked me to play a song over the speaker and I said no. So then as payback, he made a Google Doc with the link to that song, shared it with every single kid in class, and had everyone click play at the exact same time with all 30 of their Chromebooks on full volume. There was one period of time where the kids discovered that anytime anyone yells, "Hey Siri," out loud during class, every single cell phone goes off at once, and it takes a solid 3 minutes for the phones to stop saying, "I'm sorry, I didn't get that," over and over again on top of each other, including my cell phone, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. One time a kid took my wireless mouse off of my desk and was controlling the computer hooked up to the projector with the mouse from inside of his desk, and everyone in the room knew it was happening except for me. And the kids convinced me that I had been wirelessly hacked. So I sent a bunch of embarrassing emails out to people saying that I thought my computer had been hacked, when really it was just a kid with my mouse.
Do I have a story for you? So recently I was driving with my brother, and he doesn't leave the house often, and we passed Noodles and Company, and I was like, oh, Noodles, just, acknowledging it. And he was like, oh, I don't really like Noodles. And I was like the company or Noodles in general? And he goes, no, I don't like Noodles. I don't like the way they feel like sliding down your throat. And I was like, well, you chew them. And he goes, what? I was like, you chew the noodles. They don't you don't just slide them down your throat. He was like, oh, I guess I never really thought about that. In the movies, they don't chew them. What? This man has been swallowing whole noodles. And then I asked him about ravioli because I know he likes that. And he was like, no, ravioli is big. Like, of course you chew ravioli.